Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So I'm here today from my little boy Mateo's bedroom, hence the blue background. I actually kind of like it though, something a little bit different. So I have got a story time video for you today. I have been making quite a few of these types of videos lately. You guys seem to really enjoy them. I have a lot of stories about my adventures here in Germany, so I'm just going to keep them coming. So some of you may remember that a couple of weeks ago I did mention that my family and I were heading off camping for a long weekend. We're not going on a summer holiday, like an official summer holiday this year, because we are heading to New Zealand at the end of July. So we thought, let's just go camping for 2 nights, 3 days. I had never experienced camping in Germany before, so the only experience I had with camping was in New Zealand. Lots of New Zealanders love camping. There is quite a big camping culture in New Zealand, and most New Zealanders like to really rough it up when they're camping. So they will choose to go somewhere a little bit off grid, like to the bush, the forest. That's my idea of real camping. Also, a lot of New Zealanders like to camp near the beach, so there will be sort of actual camping spots that you pay for and you can pitch a tent or take a caravan or something like that. Growing up in New Zealand, we would spend our summer holidays at Waimarama Beach, my favourite beach in the world, and we had a little beach house, a batch as we call them in New Zealand. So as a kid we would stay at the beach house, so we didn't go camping in our summer holidays. But when I got older, during my teenage years, I would go to a different beach, Mahia Beach, every summer with my group of friends, and we would pitch a tent on my friend's parents' property, and it was the best memories, just roughing it up, camping, we had so much fun. So that was my idea of camping from growing up in New Zealand. So when my husband first said let's go camping, I was thinking we were going to go somewhere a little bit off grid, maybe, you know, into the forest or near a lake or something like that. Rob just said to me, let's go to a camping ground. It's probably going to be easier with the kids. There'll be activities to do, and there's one quite close to us, and there's a lake nearby, and just all sorts of fun activities. We actually organised for a couple of his friends to come along with their kids. So anyway, I got everything ready for camping. I didn't think we would need a lot, because from my experience camping, you just don't really need that much. So we have 2 tents, a bigger one and a smaller one. So we thought, okay, Rob, myself and Luca can sleep in the bigger tent, and Amelia and Mateo can sleep in the smaller tent. That'll be fine. So the camping ground was about half an hour drive away from where we live, still in Franconia. And when we turned up, I was just like, what is going on here? This isn't a camping ground, this is like a holiday park. So I was looking around thinking, where are the tents? Is this a camping ground? Are we meant to be camping? What's going on here? Because all I could see were these expensive looking camper vans. All of these families had these amazing high-tech setups for their camping. Even Rob's friends, who I thought were just going to be roughing it up with us, they were so organised. They had everything under the sun prepared for camping. They had electric refrigerators, they had organised all of their electricity, they had really flash tents. They were just so organised. Basically it was like the comfort of home, but at a camping ground. And so this camping ground had a lot of really cool activities. There was a lake, there were horse riding activities like pony riding, there were llamas where you could go and the kids could learn about the llamas, and they could do these craft activities and that type of thing. And there was like a bar and like a beach sort of area. It was really, really cool. But I was thinking this is more like a luxury holiday situation rather than camping, which I had in mind, which was totally fine. I didn't mind. It was just different to what I was expecting. I was expecting rough camping. I didn't bring any nice clothing or anything. I just thought, okay, shorts and a tank top will be fine, and a cap. There were people just lounging out in the sun outside their luxury camping vans on, you know, table and chairs with a big umbrella, all dressed up nicely, sipping wine. And here was us just rugged with our cheap little tents. Rob was just like, don't worry, it'll be fun. It's only for a few days. And yeah, I just felt super unprepared and just very, I don't know, out of place at this camping ground. I remember seeing one family, they had 2 camping vans, not 1, 2 camping vans, and one camping van was just their kitchen. And so they had the doors open and they had this amazing high-tech setup for their kitchen. And then they had another camping van where they slept. So yeah, amazing, like mind-blowing. And so Germans, I don't know, they have a different idea of camping. I guess you could call it luxury camping. So when I really thought about it, we're in the middle of Europe, so it does make sense for families to want to invest in nice camping vans or hire or rent nice camping vans so they can travel and visit all of these beautiful destinations that are so close to us, and not have to pay for hotels, and have a nice comfortable setup where they can just be on the road in their summer holidays and, you know, visit beaches in Italy and France, you know, in Belgium. They can travel to different spots in Germany, and they have everything they need with them. Granted, it's going to be very expensive. Camping vans are not cheap. I had a look online, I was thinking, oh, that would be really cool, we should get a camping van. No, I definitely think maybe it's something we can aim for in the future, but right now, definitely not. To be 100% honest, I do think it defeats the purpose of camping if you're going to be luxury camping. I just love the idea of rugged camping, off-grid, just roughing it up, not having to worry about the pressures of society. Just kind of going somewhere in the wilderness and camping, not worrying about how you look and that type of thing. But if you do this luxury camping, it's basically like going on a full-blown holiday, but you're camping, and there is still a lot of work involved because you have to cook and clean and that type of thing. So I did really like the camping ground. I thought it was really cool. The kids had so much fun. Most of the time the kids were really busy, just splashing around at the lake, and they were doing all sorts of different activities. As I mentioned, there were llamas, there were like all sorts of craft activities and things like that for the kids to do. There were playgrounds. The kids had an absolute blast. They loved it. They didn't care about our little tent, and that we were basically not the only ones with tents, but I think we had probably the most, the cheapest setup out of everybody that I could see. It was pretty rugged, but the kids didn't care. The evening was actually really cool. It did feel like a proper camping experience in the way that we lit a fire and we roasted our sausages on the fire, and we roasted marshmallows. I brought some marshmallows with me. The German marshmallows are not the same as the marshmallows in New Zealand. I don't know what it is about them. They just don't crisp up enough. I don't know, but the kids loved them anyway. Amelia and Matteo had so much fun. Even Luca. It was a little bit stressful with Luca because he did keep running off and I kept almost losing him. But yeah, the night, I must say, it was not the most comfortable night. We had a blow-up mattress that kept going flat, and it was really hot in the tent, and Luca didn't sleep very well. And it was really noisy because it was a camping ground. It was kind of like a party camping ground, so there were lots of young people camping there, and it was very loud, so I hardly got any sleep for 2 nights. Also, I forgot to mention the showers. The showers were so nice. They even had family showers where you could bring your whole family into one shower, and it was like guys and girls too. It wasn't just males in one shower and females in the other shower. It was like family showers. So you'd walk into the bathroom and there were separate huge showers for each family. But I was a little bit taken back seeing men in the shower area. It was something I wasn't used to, and I was a little bit taken back. In Germany, it's something totally normal and natural for a parent to shower with their child, and so it should be. I think it's absolutely fine and natural, and anyone who thinks anything badly about that, I think they need to go and get some therapy. So basically, camping in Germany, I'm sure that some Germans might rough it up and go off-grid and do that kind of camping experience, but from what I experienced, camping in Germany is luxury compared to camping in New Zealand. So if you go to a camping ground in New Zealand, it's not going to be like the one that I went to. So overall, my very first camping experience in Germany was really fun. It was different. I must say I'm not in a hurry to go camping again with my kids, at least not at this camping ground, this particular camping ground. Mainly because it did end up by being quite expensive. We've stayed in really nice Airbnbs and we've rented out holiday homes that have costed around the same, and sometimes even less expensive than what we paid to pitch our tent at this camping place. And I don't know, it seemed quite expensive to me. I sort of felt like maybe we should have gone somewhere else and it would have been less work and less stress with, you know, preparing the food and the washing up and all of that kind of thing, and camping with kids. Also, those of you who are watching who live in Germany, are you experienced with camping? Is this something that you do often with your family? Do you camp at these camping grounds? Do you pitch a tent? Do you have a luxury camping van? What is camping to you? Camping to me, as I said, is rugged camping, pitching a tent, out somewhere, you know, off-grid or near a beach, just really relaxed. That was my idea of camping. What is your idea of camping? So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I know that so many of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed. So if you would consider subscribing, that would mean so much to me. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!